So the Lakers are coming off of a solid win against the Detroit Pistons yesterday. I get it's the Detroit Pistons, but it was more so in the manner in which they won. Great team win, ball moving, good habits, the things that you want to see the Lakers do, and beat teams like the Detroit Pistons, right? Basically dominated start to finish, was up pretty much 15-20 the entire game. That's what you want to see from the Lakers when they're playing a team like the Detroit Pistons. They handled business, got the job done. Now they have the second game of a back-to-back before the All-Star break, and then they'll get 8 days off. The Lakers are taking on the Utah Jazz. Lakers need every win possible. This is a very winnable game. The Lakers currently are 29-26 on the season. You get this win, you get to 30 wins, and all of a sudden you get a little rest, come back, and make that push to close out the season and fight for that at least 6th seed, hopefully. Worst case, hopefully you're in the 7th to 8th spot. But the Lakers are going to be taking on the Utah Jazz without LeBron James. LeBron James said himself he's not going to play in that game, which I still believe the Lakers can win it. Right? I fully expect the Lakers to show up, handle business, and get the job done. But obviously, LeBron James and what he's able to provide and bring to the Lakers in the basketball court and the impact that he has on both sides of the ball. Although, at times, the defense side, I get he can kind of be, little lackadaisical. But when he needs to, he can lock in, he can focus, into the game. Need a stop. He's a guy that could still go do that. So the Lakers are going to have to get this win without LeBron, which they've won several without LeBron. So I don't think it's as concerning. But look, the Utah Jazz are a team that has some very good wins, some very notable wins. They kind of hit a bit of a slid, but they were just coming off of a great stretch. And the Lakers are going to need their D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves to really pick it up. Right? We've seen when LeBron ends up having the night off, Austin Reeves loves to show up and play. And guess what? We're going to need him to do that. We're going to need Austin Reeves locked in, focused, ready to go. Him having a better, more efficient game. Going to need him hitting shots, making plays, doing the things that we know Austin Reeves is capable of doing. Times this season, he's been very inconsistent, but he really does seem to elevate when LeBron James is out. Part of it, I think, is opportunity. Second is, bigger role and just, hey, I don't have LeBron for a bad night, right? D'Angelo Russell continues to be spectacular. The last 2 months, the dude's just been absolute money, averaging 28 a game or 27 a game. Hopefully, this is, again, another opportunity to shine. He's coming off of 21 last night, going to this game. We probably are going to need another 20 or so from D'Angelo Russell. Austin Reeves and D'Lo need to show up and play big. But more than just D'Lo and Reeves, obviously we know what they can do for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think this is a real opportunity for Spencer Dinwiddie. So Spencer Dinwiddie had his first game yesterday against the Detroit Pistons. And personally, I thought it was a solid game. Was it the greatest debut ever? No, of course not. But you saw everything that you could ask for from Spencer Dinwiddie. You saw the defensive potential. You saw his ability to get to the rim. Saw his ability to create and finish through contact. You saw his playmaking, which I think is going to be the most valuable part of Spencer Dinwiddie. Saw his size, his ability to hit threes, all the things that you wanted. If you had a checklist of all the things that Spencer Dinwiddie could do that you want to see him do in a game, he basically checked it all off. Again, was it the perfect game, the best game? No. But a lot of that was, again, it's his first game. He's kind of just out there coasting. He, a lot of times, was just kind of standing off in the corner because, again, he's not familiar with the play calling and where he's supposed to be on the court when D'Lo has the ball on, the weak side or the strong side or whatever, right? He has to get acclimated. He has to get kind of, accustomed to the way that the Lakers operate and what they're trying to do on the basketball court. And he was kind of just out there playing free and just kind of, trying to figure out where he could fit in rather than knowing where he can fit in, right? And that'll come. Again, the more games he gets under his belt, the more opportunity he gets, the more likely he's going to figure things out and be a real impact player for the Lakers. But Without LeBron James, that causes everyone to need to step up. And we've seen guys step up when LeBron's out, right? Rui, it's another great game for him. But I think more so than anything, like this is a solid opportunity for Spencer Dinwiddie to where you can kind of just let him off the leash, so to speak, like, hey man, just go play your game. We need you tonight, right? We don't have LeBron for his playmaking. We don't have LeBron and his abilities to score the basketball and get others involved. Dinwiddie, hey, you're a guy that just so happens can score the basketball and get other guys involved. So perfect, right? So I do think that this is an opportunity to kind of see what, again, just the raw version of Spencer Dinwiddie can provide to this team. I still don't imagine there's going to be this huge now he gets everything type thing between 24 hours ago to now. But I do think that this is an opportunity to kind of just let him go out there and be free, right? Just tell him hey, don't worry about I'm going to try to find spot. I'm going to fit in, because that's what Spencer Dinwiddie had talked about heavily. Hey, I want to come in and I want to fit in. I don't want to be a guy that's coming in to try to take those spots or whatever, right? He just wants to be another cog in the machine, right? Which is great. But when you don't have the engine for your car, right, you need to get something that can replicate that, so that way you can, ride it until you can get to it being fully serviced again, right? Spencer Dinwiddie gives you that opportunity. Spencer Dinwiddie can come in, make plays, score the basketball. If it was me, this is just me, I would tell Spencer Dinwiddie, hey, you're going to get X amount of minutes, whatever, 30 minutes or so this game, like you did last game. And yes, I love that, you showed some glimpses. You were trying to find spots. That's cool. Well, guess what? Today, we need you to be Spencer Dinwiddie. Today, we need you to be aggressive. We need you to look for your shots. We need you to get others involved. We need a 20-point game from you, or as close to it as possible. Don't worry about anything else. You have the green light today, right? And we'll figure out the rest as we move along. But tonight, you're Spencer Dinwiddie. Tonight, you go out there and you play your game. And you're going to need that from all three guys, right? You're going to need Austin Reeves, D'Lo, and Spencer Dinwiddie all giving you some quality production. This is a game that I do believe you could see Spencer Dinwiddie go off and get you, 20 plus. Now, will he? I don't know. Time will tell. And I think it'll also depend on, what is D'Lo doing? What is Reeves doing? If D'Lo's going off and he's shooting for 40 and Reeves is shooting for 30 or whatever, then yeah, maybe Spencer Dinwiddie is a little more passive and he kind of lets things go. But if D'Lo is having a good game, right, but he's not having this super spectacular game, and say D'Lo's going for 25 or something, right, and Reeves is having a 15 to 20 point game, well, then now you could really use Spencer Dinwiddie to come in, give you another 15 to 20. Obviously, Anthony Davis, again, Rui Hachimura, as I mentioned earlier, those guys are going to be looking for Christian Wood, going to need better games from him. But this, to me, is a opportunity to see what this three-guard lineup has the capability of doing, what this three-guard lineup can actually do, right? And I don't necessarily mean the three of them playing together. I mean the three guys in the rotation, right? I mean, would Darvin Ham play them together? Of course, probably. And look, I'm not against it at all. I've talked about this. I've stressed this. Right? Not all three-guard lineups are created equal. And this three-guard lineup, I think, has the versatility, has the guards at the skill positions that can actually play that role. Spencer Dinwiddie's got good size, right? I mean, you saw it yesterday. He's a pretty good size guard, man. So can these three put it together and help lead the Lakers to a win over the Utah Jazz without LeBron James? Again, we've seen the Lakers beat teams. I mean, they beat the Celtics without LeBron and AD. Now, a lot of that is the Celtics just love to kind of shoot themselves in the foot a little bit. right? Celtics are kind of known to just kind of let teams. I mean, even Detroit, they were down like 25 for a good majority of that game. They kind of are their own worst enemy at times, where a team like Utah, they're gonna have their guys. They're gonna be a little more aggressive. They love to play the Lakers, even when LeBron does play, right? So you got to expect them to show up and try to steal this game. If you're the Lakers, you got to play your job. You got to do your job. You got to play your role, right? You got to play your part. Something LeBron's been preaching, right? Just do your job, right? Go out there and do your job. This is an opportunity for these guys to do their job. Spencer Dinwiddie, he can go out there and he can do his job, right? We know this is a guy that can go and get you 20 to 25 on any given night. I'm not saying he's going to average that. I'm not saying that, on most nights you necessarily even need that. But tonight is a game in which you could, and you could use that, and I'd love to see Spencer Dinwiddie provide that. But we'll see. Time will tell, right? Anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Think this is a good opportunity for Spencer Dinwiddie? Do you think, no, he's still just going to play kind of like how he did last night? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me to enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.